So, hello guys, my name is Ithad, and today I'm gonna tell you about IR sensor in robotics. Guys, this is gonna be a very exciting video because IR sensors are sometimes used, right? And it's very important for us to know about it, right? And also, it's just to detect something. Okay, that will explain in the next slide, but yeah. Okay, so this is a pretty interesting concept, and you also get to know the difference between PIR sensor and IR sensor. Okay, guys, very interesting video. Let's get started. So the first question which will rise into our mind is that what is IR sensor? So IR sensor is an electronic device that emits the light in order to sense some object of the surrounding, which means it's just used to like detect the presence of an object around it. Okay. Now, an IR sensor can measure the heat of an object as well as detect the motion. Okay, both the things. Usually, in the infrared spectrum, all objects radiate some form of thermal radiation. These types of radiations are invisible to our eyes, but infrared sensor can detect these radiations. Okay. All right. So now time to explain this, okay? Because sometimes, most of you would not have understood very like self-explanatory, okay? But okay. So our sensor is an electronic device that emits the light in order to sense some object of its surrounding. Means it just detects the presence of an object in its surrounding. Okay. Now an IR sensor can measure the heat of an object as well as detect its motion, right? So it can detect the heat, right? It can measure the heat of the object and also detect its motion. Very handful, right? Now, usually in the infrared spectrum, all objects radiate some form of thermal radiation, and these type of radiation are invisible to our eyes, but infrared sensor can detect these radiations. So this is the whole like kind of tool which they're using, right? This is the superpower. Then they can detect these radiations. You can like understand like this, okay? Oh, so don't get very deep into it, but just understand there are some form of thermal radiations which we can't see, but these can detect, and that's what they use to do all the things which they do. Okay, so to do their job. Alright, guys. So this is the thing. I hope you understand. Okay. So I hope you understood this, right? That the IR sensor is nothing but just an electronic device that just detects the presence of an object around it, right? It can also measure the heat of the object and the motion also. Okay? It can detect the motion, okay? And usually all the objects radiate some form of thermal radiation, right? Which is just not visible into our eyes, but they can detect it, and that's what the superpower they're using to detect. Okay, okay. So that's the thing. If you didn't understand, just watch it again because I explained it 3 to 4 times the same things. Okay. So now let's move on to knowing the difference between IR sensor and PR sensor. Now, guys, very similar names, and I thought only one difference is there, and that's what I put. Okay. So okay, there is one more thing which I just forgot to put. You see, PIR is passive infrared radiation sensor, okay? And this is infrared I think radiation radiator or whatever infrared radiations. I don't know. Okay, so that is the thing. So this is passive. Okay, this is the passive one. Passive. Okay, and this IR is active. Now, what is this? Just don't get into it just now because it's a bit complex. But just understand PIR works on passive, IR works on active. Okay, all right. Now let's come to the main difference. Okay. Now the PIR is used to detect the motion of the object around it, and the IR is used to just detect the presence of that object which is around it. obviously. Okay, very simple like difference, right? PR is motion, right? Motion, and IR is presence. Okay, very simple, very easy, very cool. Okay, right. So now what we're gonna do is understand the connection, obviously. Okay, because I didn't want to get very deep into active passive or the difference. Okay, but I'll get deep into this, obviously. The thing. Now, the first thing which you will be noticing is this black LED and kind of LED, and this white kind of LED, white, this white kind of LED. Okay. The second thing, obviously, the pins. That this is very easy. Okay. Third thing, this, and fourth thing, this. And actually, these are the things which I'm gonna cover right now. Okay. So just stick. Okay. So the first thing, these LEDs. What is the black LED and what is this LED? A white LED. Now, as we know that the white color, let's get into colors. Okay. Have you seen that in summers, our like adults see us to wear kind of these light colored clothes in summers, right? Why? Because the light colored clothes reflect the light and do not absorb much. Okay, that's the reason. And black, and they say is to wear kind of dark colored dresses in winter because the dark colored dresses absorb very much. Now, why is white used over here? Now you know, to reflect the heat or the light, right? And why the black is used over here? To just absorb, absorb that light. Okay. Now coming to the first slide, you saw it emits the okay. One second. It emits light. Okay. This it emits light, and that light only the white one reflects, and the red one takes in, right, or receives, right. So that is the reason. Coming to the second thing, which I let's see this only. Okay. So this is a potentiometer, right? This is potentiometer, which we'll learn about in the later class, right? In the later videos. But right now you can just understand this. We can use to just kind of control the area which is covered by this IR sensor, right? The amount of area that you wanna detect the presence of a object. Okay. Now I hope you understand. Okay. Now coming to this thing, very easy. Most of you would have guessed it already. This is the main thing which is doing the thing. Okay. And the last thing is this. Okay. Which is the pin, which is very easy. I'm just gonna clear the slide so that you can see it clearly. All right. So yeah, as you can see, there are three pins: out, round, VCC. Now this is very clear. Okay, that the VCC will be connected to the power pin 5 volt, ground one G and D to the ground, and out one to the digital pin. And don't ask me why. It's very easy. Okay, so just don't ask me such silly questions. Okay, guys. So that's now. I hope you understood the connection. This one will be connected to digital pin, this to the ground, and this to the VCC man or the 5 volt. Okay, and inside the out, I now one thing, guys. Um, you know that in this analog pins there were I told you about PWM pins, and we will be connecting this to the PWM pin. Now, right, I think that not think, but I kind of think only. I have a strong feeling that we are going to connect it to this what we say PWM pins because we are using digital read over here. Okay, guys. So that is the thing. All right. So now let's go ahead and just see the program for us today. Okay. So make a program in which if an object is detected, then the red LED starts glowing and otherwise the green LED keeps on going. Very easy, guys. We're getting used to this practice. Okay. So now I'm gonna move to my tinkercad screen in order to just solve this problem. Okay. Let's go to tinkercad screen. So here's my tinkercad screen. Pretty easy to go over there. Okay. Now let's check out the Arduino. Very simple thing, right? The next thing we should take out is red LED, green LED. Now we're gonna change the color in just a sec. Check out the rest or maybe perhaps just connect it only. Now the main thing, IR sensor. So IR sensor. Here this is. Alright, just a second, okay. I think this is all that we need for now. If we'll need more, I'll just change it. Green, okay. Now I'm just gonna connect this one to let's say 12. Just will change the color to red. This to 30. Now this we are gonna connect to the ground. Okay, and don't forget to do the black color. This again to the ground, and this also to the ground. Okay, power one obviously to the sorry, this one to the VCC or the 5B. And this one OUT or out, we are gonna connect to the fifth one. Cool. That's I think pretty much it. Let's just change this color. Okay. We have a lot of options. Let's just change it to orange. It's pretty cool. Okay, looking good. Looking good, right? Right. So basic connection, just the out one to the little pin, right? This ground one to the ground, power one to the 5V. Now obviously the resistor pins this one to the data pin, and this one cathode one terminal to the ground. Very easy connection. Easy peasy. Let's go to the code. Very easy. Well, let's just clean up a few things. Obviously the code we're gonna clean up. Comments we're gonna clean up. And this, you know what? I'm gonna do it because I'm just changing it to 12 and you know I was just saving my typing. Okay. Now I'm just gonna talk over the few things just a second. 13 to output, both the LEDs, the 12, 13, and this one to 5, which is the input device because it's detecting. So, yeah, input. Now I'm gonna initialize. So, I'm just gonna write one initializing the serial monitor. Okay, 0 dot again, and obviously fancy number 9600. Now, don't ask me why, guys, because you know. Um, okay, semicolon. Let me just zoom in a bit. Medium. Cool. So this is the thing, and yeah, that's the thing. That's it. Now we can basically just send co dot not begin but print ln what digital read which one pin 5, and I think that's it. Let's check. We should get one. Hey, because there is an object. How I get 0? I'm just thinking. Okay, Is there any? I don't know actually. Oh, okay, okay. Guys, let me check. Why is this only showing in this? Let me check. Okay, I just go ahead and check this thing. Yeah, guys. Sorry, I just changed my screen. So yeah, actually, I just righted the and what I got to know is that this IR sensor don't work properly on this Arduino. Okay, so I'm just gonna make you explain this code. I'm just gonna explain you this code, and you will understand everything, right? It's very similar to the PIR sensor, and I know you will understand it. Okay, guys. So let's start. Okay, so our code was perfectly correct. Okay, so now let me explain the code. First, we are initializing everything. Okay, right over here. Okay, now over here we are just saying Arduino to just begin using the serial monitor. Over here, we're just initializing the digital pins, all those stuff, right? And if you remember, we are using the digital read pipe to read the value of the IR sensor, okay? Like the PIR sensor, if you remember, okay? And yeah, IR sensor is just returning as one if anything is, if it detects anything's presence, and if not, it's just returning zero. And so, what was the question? If anything is there, just turn on the red LED, right? And if not, just keep glowing the green LED. Okay. So the same thing we are doing over here. Just writing the 13, the red pin to high if it is one, if there is something, right? And the 12 to low, which means green to low, and else if it is zero, then we are just turning off actually the red to low, right? We are just turning off the red LED and turning on the green LED. Okay, guys. Now if I start the simulation, nothing would work because only red LED will keep on going, because as we saw, it was just returning one. Okay, guys. I know we have to kind of cooperate because in reality it will work, perfectly work. And I tried it in offline also, but guys, sometimes things don't work, right? So, guys, I hope you understood the code, right? Here's again I'm explaining. This is the initialization, right? Here we're checking if there is something in contact. If yes, turn on the red LED, right? Turn off the green, and if not, just turn on the green LED and turn off the red. Okay, guys. Today I faced a bit of an issue, but it's okay. Okay, things happen. Okay, so I hope you understood the code. All right, guys. So I hope, guys, you liked this video. I know some of you must be annoyed, right? But I know, guys, sometimes it happens, right? So yeah, I hope you understand this. Okay. So yeah, that's it. If you like this video, just hit the like button, right? And if you have any suggestions for me, just write it down in the comment section, right? If you wanna your friends also to learn robotics, just share the playlist to them, right? And yeah, just do this favor to like me, right? By subscribing my channel if you wanna watch more videos like this, right? And yeah, that's it, right? Today things didn't not work, right? And trust me, guys, I was just speaking for around, what say, like kind of 5 6 minutes, and you were not able to hear it, right? Just muted, everything muted. So that was a very annoying thing, guys. But things happen, and yeah, we saw many things today, right? And trust me, guys, the code will work in offline, right? Everything would work in offline, but there is something in tinkercad, so it was not working. Okay, so guys, that's it. Thank you.